Omo, argument go happen today and everywhere go full. Sele, I see you. Sele, I see you. Sele, I see you. Welcome, welcome. If you're just joining us, how are you doing? Can we please stop this? Canada can be compared to the USA? US of A? Come and talk on my live if you know that. Let me even invite people. Canada or America? How they argue this thing? When it comes to remote work, where is better? Canada or America? Ah, Talile.
Emini, your boy.
I no go lie, I no go lie. You can't look like Ibrahim Sarori.
Yes, I am representing him over here.
Hey. Eh? Asuko, now you are see free of charge like this. Waiting they happen.
We have to bring the tradition down here.
First of all, which cloth is this? Which traditional cloth is this?
This is a Cameroonian outfit.
Uh-uh.
Actually, the most, I would say, the most pricey traditional outfit for Bamenda citizens, male Bamenda citizens in Cameroon.
Me, I knew you to be Calabar and then America.
But my wife is a Cameroonian.
Oh.
Yeah, so my mother-in-law decided.
Do you know how they always battle your wife? The way they hail you inside those your skits, where they do.
My wife has gone in Nigeria.
Eh? My coach. Wait me that thing which they always talk.
My coach. No,
my coach. I sure say when una finish that skit, una they go wire on herself.
That's normal. Normal. As a Calabar boy, you know now.
Hey. But yes. Is Calabar close to Cameroon?
They share the same boundaries, actually.
No wonder now they cross come back. Cross pollination.
Cross come back.
Cross pollination.
You know that Angola thing is big brother at the free, so you know anywhere we will carry ourselves go and come back. All
right, ladies and gentlemen, our topic today, because I know you are very big on remote work.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people don't know how to access this thing that is big now,
right?
But is still elusive to the general public. So how or where do you think is better, Canada or USA, when it comes to remote work?
Okay, Daddy Freeze, you know I have to appreciate you first as usual, because your work is impactful, and a lot of people are being impacted by the work you do. You might not know. By now, if you did not know, I'm telling you, the impact you have created in this social media it's immeasurable. So I just want to say thank you once again. Bless the day you transition from manual to digital.
I bless it too.
Yes.
And the special announcement is coming. I go DM you, I go tell you, at least all my no mention, I make I just type them. You do have access to your DM.
Okay, I do.
Right. No talk, so, I won't send you something now. Just sharp.
Okay. So Daddy Freeze, tech has evolved over the years. It has, and I've been in America now, going to 17 years, no doubt. Even though somebody would say Canada is this. Woo!
No talk, No talk. Shh. Now because say be my guy, everybody else go see him when it's time, when the time is right.
When it's time, right?
But as my brother and my oldest customer, not my highest paying, but my oldest and most consistent. So I have to share it with you because you are my family. Wilfred, they always rake me, say, Daddy Freeze, when are you going to start treating me like a customer? You treat me like I'm your family. Have he sleep? Forget Wilfred.
What is left is for me to come and eat this boss.
Oh yeah, just they come, just they come, just they come.
All right. So I've been in America for a while, like 17 years. And let me start by saying, you see that Canada? Canada is one place you head to because you couldn't get American visa or green card. That's why you go to Canada. Canada, I would still say, is still far better off than my country, Nigeria. The system is working. It's what or why people move there. Now, a lot of people that move to Canada is because of the privileges that are given to families. To have a green card for your entire family is relatively easy or easier than in the US. US can be a little bit rigorous. One of my mentees that is coming live today who moved to Canada was because he wanted to carry his wife and his daughter at the same time. But if he had to do it with America, it was going to be a little bit stressful for him. So people don't go to Canada because they want to go. Very few would want to go to Canada because they want to go there.
Or like boy, only a few people they go Canada because they want to go. Yes, now when you go Yankee no work, you go Canada.
So now when you talk about remote work, do you know that the job I do here in America, that they will pay me $150,000. They will pay someone in Canada $100,000.
Despite the fact that their dollar is weaker.
Despite the fact that their dollar is weaker. Yes. When it comes to the tech role, it's quite enormous in America. A lot of my clients in Canada, they look forward to securing American role so that job will now begin to transition them to American system. When it comes to the tech, this is the capital of tech now. How would we want to compare Canada with America? Don't get me wrong, they have tech role there, but they are not plenty. It's not plenty. And I say this all the time, no disrespect, because of what I do. I'm exposed to so many clients around the world. You see, in Canada don't care about your degree. A lot of their superiors, their managers, their high-ups, they don't have degrees that you have. So you that you are bringing degree, they all look you like one eye like this. Better do your job and collect the small money that they are giving you. And they keep you going. So whoever is living in that world that, that Canada has more role or more remote role than America, you just want to keep the conversation going. You don't want to get into that argument with anybody. Those that know, they know. I mean, you want to compare the cold where one could put you for the loneliness when they Canada, no before you. Run to America. Let's show you how to get remote role in America so that you can carry your load from there and begin to come to America. So people that move to Canada, is either they had one challenges or the other in America, they now decided to try Canada. And when they were trying to relocate from Niger, it's not like if they had a way, they will come to America first. Do you understand? Most Canadian tech job is from the US. That's another one too. So a lot of those tech jobs in Canada, their headquarters is here in America. Yes. I'm actually doing one remote job on Upworks right now. It actually is in Canada. I get paid $60 per hour. Yes, it's in Canada. I'm living in the US. And the reason why he paid me $60 per hour is because our rate here is high. So if you want an American person to do a job for you, he will charge you higher because our rate here is high. You know.
Now, let me ask you a question. How many of those jobs can only you do?
That is, please, when you are on Upworks, you can do as much as your energy can carry.
Like as you, what's the highest number of jobs you've done?
Okay, so
simultaneously.
No, that is, I have never wanted to do 2 jobs. The reason is that if I do 2 jobs, I wouldn't be able to sustain Zit Worldwide that I do.
Oh.
Yeah. So if I did not develop, I created that my downtime to develop my business. So if I was not developing my business, I would not be here doing what I'm doing right now. Yes, I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing right now. So, because there is something called hire and fire in America. I don't know if they have it in Canada too. They can hire you and they can choose to fire you anytime. So when they just fire you, what do? So you need a business to sustain yourself until you bounce back. So if you spend all your energy to develop or work for somebody, and you don't also develop your own business that can sustain you in hard times, then they will fire you and you don't have anything to fall back on. Yes, you don't have anything to fall back on. So the conversation about Canada and America, those were no. I have lost count of my clients that has moved from Canada to the US. The only people that I know that have moved from this US to Canada, honestly, are people that probably got married. Their spouse, they live in Canada. And they decided to move because possibly the spouse has a good job and he says, make it follow and go stay there. But normally, you know, we want to come off America now. You know the opportunities when they're here. You know the opportunities when they're here. Massive opportunities when they're here. There are people in Canada that are making it. There are people there that are making it very well. But your first choice when it comes to tech would definitely be here in the USA. Yes, to be here in the All right.
We learn every day.
Of course, you see, truth be told, you don't need a degree to enter into the tech space, whether you're in Canada or whether you're in the US. Whether you're in Nigeria, you don't need a degree. And you don't need a tech background too. So what you should be more focused on is making yourself globally acceptable so you can learn a role anywhere in the world. Whether you live in Nigeria, whether you live in America, whether you live in Australia, it's becoming the norm now. So if you even have a degree, it is an added advantage. And you don't be the non-tech discipline that can be an advantage either, because what you learn in college was more of the leadership skills that will sustain you. Yes. So all I ever ask from anyone who takes my program, for example, is to come with an open mind. Be ready to learn. Be ready to learn. Now, one of my mentees that I'll be bringing live today is the one I went for his graduation. He didn't come to me to teach him how to make 6-figure. He came to me to bring him to America to study and become a PhD holder or master's. I am the one that introduced him into the 6-figure space. He did not study computer science in college. He did not study IT in college. I am the one that now showed him outside of what he does in college. Yes. Now, aside the fact that he was studying his PhD, he was also learning those classes that I teach. Yes. And then, like I always said, green card is more important than PhD. Green card more important than PhD. If you want to argue with me, go and ask those who are PhD and they are riding Okada. I mean, they are riding taxi. They can't do anything because they don't have the green card. So he decided to take that one as a course on his own. So after he got the green card, we now had to focus on the 6-figure. I don't see this 6-figure inside the ES for Nigeria before he come here. Almost all my practice. So by the time he was doing his studies, he did the demography in college. That's what he studied in his PhD too. So I was also coaching him and preparing him for the 6-figure. So even when he got the 6-figure space, he just graduated on Sunday, but he already get that 6-figure. You don't understand? So it is not the course you study, but it is how well you are open to the opportunities to learn. Now, I didn't come from a computer science background or a traditional tech background. I attended the Polytechnic. I earned HND in applied chemistry, and I worked with several menial jobs. before joining the aviation industry. So it wasn't tech. Eventually, I came to the US to train as a pilot. I mean, it's not like I came from an affluent family. I came from the village. I grew up in the village where there was no technology. Even there is still no technology till today.
No, be you winch, they pursue one day when you want to go through dustbin.
I know. So you can imagine all those experiences. But when person come there, you say, Omo, now the tech space, now where money they don't tell blind man say what don't start.
Baba, they know they tell their fandom too.
No, they won't. So whether you're in Canada or you're in the US or you're in Nigeria, there's one of my mentees too who is coming here. A lot of them know her now. Yewande lives in Nigeria. I want to bring her to the US too. She's making some mad money as a qualitative data analyst. I introduced her into that space 4 years ago. It's even shown that I even taught her that data analysis. And then I introduced them to Upworks and those opportunities. He's making mad money from Nigeria. Even Sheung that is in Canada now, he will still come live here too. He did not want to leave Nigeria because he was making almost between $5,000 to $7,000 every single month in Nigeria. He doesn't want to leave Nigeria. Now me force him tell and say, guy, see the opportunities if you come down here and do this and do this. So today, despite the fact that I did not study computer science or tech in college, I went back to college to study healthcare informatics, did several certifications. Today I have almost 34 of them, which allows me to be able to get jobs and then be able to also train other people because I have the license in some of the certifications to train other people. Now, I've worked from business analyst to data analyst to an agile coach, a product manager. I've never worked as a Scrum Master because I never loved that role. Now, I need to say something here very clearly.
But at the time, you were teaching Scrum Master.
Yes, Scrum Master role is good. That if you really cast your mind back, whenever I come here, I talk about Scrum Master, I will say that is an easy job for single mothers. I used to say it. It's an easy job that pays a lot of money. But there is no career path in it. So when you are doing it, don't forget yourself. Because it's a very easy role that any other team member, like program manager, like a product owner, like a product manager, I can do it. When they want to downsize in the company, you'll be the first person to be downsized. I have said it before on top of that, the Freeze channel. I always channel my mentees or my clients towards data analysis, business analysis, product owner, product manager, release train engineer. And the reason is because Scrum Master is a very easy role that you can easily lose. You can easily lose. Where are you, my wisdom bank? I did here. So you can easily lose that role, and then you'll be. Sorry, no disrespect. Something people fail to understand about Scrum Master is this: the same skill, the same tools, the same group or the same team that you are working as a Scrum Master. It's a cross-functional role. You can also serve as a business analyst. You can serve as a product owner or as a product manager. So why don't you expand your knowledge bank to cover these three so that you have 4 skill sets and you can shuffle around them with one resume? So when I see people say, oh, there is no job as a Scrum Master, it's because you got stuck in there. A lot of people that got Scrum Master role years ago, like 2-3 Scrum Master, they didn't leave the role. They have gotten stuck with it till date. They didn't leave that role because it's a very easy role that pays you more money. It's very easy. Most skilled Canadians want to move to the US for better career opportunities. Absolutely. This is my field and I'm knowledgeable on this. God bless you. Those where no. So you see,
and those where they argue, still they argue.
Where everything is over spiritualized. So instead of you to put your head to learn tech, so that you can learn remote role anywhere in the world, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in the US, whether you're in Nigeria, whether you're in Australia. Like I always said, I have clients in over 60 countries. Yes. But guess what we do? We over spiritualize everything in Nigeria where we are coming from. From poverty to joblessness, failed relationship, or other misfortune, many people attribute them to spiritual causes. Rarely do we talk about poor planning, awkward decision making, laziness, or lack of behavioral flexibility. But the tech space presents opportunity for those willing to learn and work. All it requires is for us to put in the work, stay present, and follow on the process. That's why I'm bringing 3 of my mentees. One is living in Nigeria, one is living in Canada, and one is in the US. I started nursing them. It's only the one living in Nigeria right now that is a single mother. I would need everyone to listen to them. I took them from 0 level to where they are. They deal with remote work only. And they are young Nigerians. So, I've gone beyond just talking. I bring evidences. The first time I came here to Daddy Freeze, they want to bash me, call me name. Daddy Freeze, how many times have I been to your channel to discuss this same thing?
Maybe 20, 30 times.
No, it's 40 times actually.
40 times?
14.
14.
14, yes. Somebody said the remote jobs are dwindling. Many clients want their workers back in the office. They do, but it's still available. That you didn't get it doesn't mean other people are not getting it. Of course, Donald Trump wants everybody to return back to work. But either way, now 6 figure you go collect. So why you no go office? Should be now only one job. Now we take the leave before now. Now, let's talk about something very interesting for you to be able to get the remote role. Now, there's something called AI. AI is everywhere. So, regardless whatever you did, I was listening to Dr. Finn the last time he was here. He talked about AI. There's a need for you to begin to learn the tools that enable or helps your work to be very, very easy. You can leverage AI, the ability to understand how it works. You don't lose anything. Yes.
Gorgeous Polar say, are you paying me well for this?
Well, he has the answer already now. Because now we bring this opportunity called this channel. People don't know say that the freeze we do this one. Now
he was, to be honest, one of my very first clients. One of my very first clients. In tech, the first tech client. Then the most consistent over the years. Sometimes you take a 3-month break. There was a time used to come every month.
Every 2 months. Every 2 months I will show up. Yes. Market good that time that the freeze is coming back. Don't worry. Donald Trump is back in town. So we are coming back.
Yes, so
that the freeze, when the business is legit, is sustainable. You would have learned that over the years.
Papa, don't learn.
When the business is legit, it's sustainable and is real. Yes. So, I'm not trying to say it. It was that is Freeze energy and impact. Now I take a house for you. If I say I go do 9 to 5, 9 to 5 work now, easy to save the money to do down payment. Easy. That the Freeze energy for this page. That's why I come back all the time.
I remember one time when Wilfred stopped coming for a while. I can't call and say, Wilfred, what's happened? He said, but I had to go and do 9 to 5, so I go get credit to buy a house.
Yes, sir.
Say I get the money for my hand, but they don't go sell me a house unless I get credit line.
Yes.
America too, getting no.
It was a terrible experience. Yes. So it's more troubling that in our community we have low awareness about tech opportunities, let alone the AI. AI. Instead of us to go and use AI, we even think that Spirit could do AI for us. It's not working. So in my community, we emphasize that the non-coding tech space that AI cannot replace is always my focus. So these careers are driven by human insights and continue to be in a high demand despite automation trends. AI replaces many coding-related roles, but these non-coding tech careers remain irreplaceable. Number 1, business analysis. I talk about business analysis because that's where to start from. Business analysis happens to be a course that you are living day to day, a life you are living day to day. That is the life you are living day to day. But because the corporate space has names for every operation or for every flow, you might not seem to understand that you are already a business analyst inside of your home. No AI can gather or elicitate requirements from stakeholders, troubleshoot or validate like human beings can. Product owner or product manager, AI cannot manage features backlog or collaborate with cross-functional teams like human will do as a product owner or as a product manager.
Many things where human they do where AI no fit do. AI no fit knack manager. AI no fit knack customer. AI no fit wear short skirt market real estate too.
No. AI no fit go gym for you, make you serve the Then you talk about qualitative data analysis. You need emotional intelligence to be able to critically think about how to tell story with data. AI cannot do that. AI cannot do that. You go manipulate the AI to take help you know how those things will work. And then if you choose to become a Scrum Master, Agile Coach, Release Train Engineer, those are leadership roles that AI cannot fill in. So we are not scared of AI. If you are getting into coding, be wise. So at Zid Worldwide, my little startup, when I tell you arrange all these things, we don't just train.
If people are interested in joining, how do they call you? Let's even make, because a lot of people are sending me DM. I don't know why they are sending me DM. Please don't send me DM.
Just post it on the comments. That thing I sent to you, just post it there and then share it.
The thing is long. Oh, I'm not connected.
Okay, so let me see. I had a couple of people share it. All right. It's time to bring some of my people live. Let them come and be the one talking. Can you people share my this thing? I beg you. Yes, you are interested. Okay, that's fine. All right, look at Akintewe. One day he has shared it. Just pin it, sir. It's right there. Akintewe, and you can bring her live now. She has shared it.
Akintewe.
Yes.
Send me a request.
Yes. So, we build people. Dr. Joseph, please send us a request. Excel, 3 of them, bring them. I like them to be the one talking, not me. I think I paid my dues. Let them come and be the one to talk on my behalf.
Okay, who should I bring?
Akintewe is one of them.
She's here?
She's here. Dr. Joseph, gang. All right. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Akintewe, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Lovely to have you here. So tell us about how it's been so far with Zid Worldwide, with everybody calls him Fred, but I like to call him Wilfred. Fred that has a will. That will, they're important. So how has it been so far?
Yes. Thank you, Daddy Fred. I want to thank my boss as well, Coach Wilfred, for making it possible for me to be here today. I met Fred on LinkedIn. We've never seen before. It happens that I'm a single mom to live in Akure. I alone with my children, and it was so terrible that year. But because I'm educated and I know the reason why LinkedIn is there, because I really need a job. I used to be a tailor and I was running a POS business at that time. But the POS was the only one bringing in income. So it could not sustain me and my children. So I needed a greener pasture, something that would fetch me more money. So on this day, I saw Wilfred post, and the post was talking about my situation, you understand, and everything. So that was how I found Zid for free. So thereafter, he introduced me to qualitative data analysis. So I was not having a computer. I don't have a computer. And he was even supporting me with data that time, so that I will be consistent with my class. And Fred has really done a lot. Because for the fact that I'm a single mom, I was depressed. Because that was not where...
Sorry, somebody on YouTube, Jennifer Benedict, says sorry to cut you. I live in the US, Seattle. Please, Fred, how can I get your contact? Thank you.
The contact is here.
But she's
Just
watching
read
from YouTube, so I need to read it out to her.
it.
Plus
Read it out to
one,
her.
YouTube, Facebook people, plus 1-860-634-8336. Take that down, Jennifer. Plus 1-860-634-8336. Don't forget, it is www.zeed, worldwide.com. Zeed, ZEED, worldwide.com. The number, once again, you can also call them on WhatsApp or send them a WhatsApp message. Plus 1-860-634-8336. Continue, my darling sister. Sorry to interrupt you.
Thank you, Daddy Free. So, as I was saying, I said, when the whole scenario happened, I didn't plan for it. And I met myself where, I was in Lagos before. I was working in a good company, and I left that job. They've offered me admission into UI. I left it because I want to get married. And everything went down the drain. I was lost. I have to start over again. Starting over with 2 children.
Were you divorced?
Not an easy task.
Sorry, just off. Did you get divorced?
Yes. He said he's no longer interested. Yeah.
After I don't carry you go Akure Abi from Lagos.
Yeah.
You will be interested by force, Neo. Which kind yarn with that? Anyway, I'm enjoying you, my sister. Continue. Don't worry, we are all divorced. Fred is divorced. I'm divorced. So is nothing out of this world. Continue, my sister. I'm enjoying your gist.
So Fred came from a different angle because he's a professional. So despite the fact everybody were condemning me, we're saying a lot of words. I need to see the guy before. Don't you make her do this? Don't you make her do that? And the like. But Fred never condemned me. He tried to motivate me. That was the first thing he did. He made me realize who I am, because I used to look wretched. To the extent some people were like, "Are you sure you're a graduate?" That was how wretched I used to look like. Recently, I saw some of my people back then, and I was seeing myself now. I was like, "Is this me?
Hey,
is this me?" It was so terrible that we could not afford to eat this square meal me and my children. So with tech, I was able to learn quantitative data analysis when I was in Akure. And in one way or the other, I found my way in Lagos again. And I was able to access a computer. So with the help of that computer, I was able to land my first gig. And it has been consistent. On Fiverr, on Upwork, on LinkedIn, I've been working as a qualitative data analysis.
How much do you make? Sorry, Fred, let me just ask that question. How much do you make? Just give us some perspective.
I make over $1 million monthly. Yes.
Your ex-husband, does he not want to come back?
No, he's married now.
He will leave his wife and come back when he hears the kind of money you are making now. So Wilfred, how did you do it? How did you take her to where she is now?
Daddy Freeze, I have taken over 67 people. I have said this over and over again.
Hey.
Zero level to this. But the problem is this: when a lot of them give me like a video of testimonial and I put it up on my page, family people will go and blow their phone off. And they will come back and fight me to take it down. Yes. I am not kidding you. Over 67 of them. in the US and Canada, I have over 40 graduate students like Dr. Joe. Dr. Joe sent me a request, and I'll bring you later if he's bring you live too. I took
What is Dr. Joe's account?
Joseph Jajola or Jajola Joseph. You will send a request.
Okay, he has not sent it yet. Dr. Joe, send the request, please.
Yeah. So, like Dr. Joseph, for example, I brought Dr. Joseph from
To
Ikorodu.
where?
From Ikorodu to the US.
Eh?
He was not 19, he was still 19. He's 24
Dr.
now.
Joseph.
Jajola.
I'm bringing him now.
Yes. So, someone said I am a motivational speaker. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a
He's a motivational doer.
I'm a motivational doer. If you are not coming with your brain cells and you are not ready to work, I'm not motivating you for anything. As I'm telling you what you need to do, get to work. So this is Dr. Joe. Yes, Dr. Joe.
Hey, what's fun?
This is the this is the doctor that took me out of my this my palace.
Your basement.
Yeah, Dr. Joe, which basement? My palace. Okay. So see, like Dr. Joe, I met Dr. Joe on LinkedIn too. He was doing NYSC. He was just about 20 in my village, far away in Akwa Ibom. We connected. If I hear, call that. Like, no, I met him there on LinkedIn too. He doesn't know me from anywhere. We are not related. We are not family members. So about it now. All he told me was, Fred, I need graduate school. That was what he told me. So I asked him, is it graduate school or you want to leave Nigeria? He said, Fred, I won't leave Nigeria, but that graduate school, now we won't take a ratio. I said, okay, that's good. That's what he wanted. But now he's a business analyst. I am the one that started shouting, 6 figure, as they come up for Nigeria, 6 figure is the way. And then I show him the roadmap. That the freeze, the roadmap, the way I talk about it looks easy, but it's tedious. It's tedious. So a lot of them will come to me, they bust my DM. Not very many of them will be like Yewande or Dr. Joe or Sheung. You will still bring Sheung. Sheung is in Canada. I have a lot of them. When I say I have a lot of them, they know I have. They know them.
You see, Wilfred, I must tell you something here. You inspire me.
Thank you.
You don't look for already made people. You make people.
No. Yes, I make people. I make people.
As in, when I'm here, I've seen this lady before. I'm sure she has even come, but she has never told her story like this before.
No, it hasn't.
She was a POS vendor. Today, she's a data analyst.
Sometimes she makes 3 million a month, as you see her there.
No, they loud down. No, they loud down. You want make family begin day.
No, I have to blow this trumpet. In December, this lady sent me 500,000. Yes, she's here. I can show you invoice. I'm not capping. I show it in my community all the time. She did. Yes, so she did Nigeria.
From a POS vendor to somebody that looks beautiful like this, neat. Dash person 500K.
Yes.
Look at this fresh guy. He has his PhD.
Let me blow your
from Ikorodu to USA PhD. Baba, you they walk.
Let me blow their trumpet. You see, Dr. Joseph, I brought him from Ikorodu. Some of his exams that he took to come to the US, I contributed in paying for it. Yes.
Wow.
Every year, December, I remember I bought him ticket one time to come to my house. As I was going to San Antonio this weekend, Joseph paid for my wife's flight ticket, paid for my flight ticket, paid for my hotel, gave me a car to use. I did not spend a dime. I went there and came back. He's here. I know you would not want me to say it, but he did that. I brought him from Ikorodu.
Bro, you are a builder of men and women.
I have plenty of them like that.
Joseph, please share your own experience. How was it? How was the journey? I know one thing about the two of these people is they are not lazy. Some people come and say, I tried to follow this Wilfred, didn't make any sense, because you are lazy. There is no way.
Lazy.
Because Wilfred used to say it. He said, I will teach you, but are you ready to put in the hours? Are you ready to put in the sweat? Are you ready to stay awake at night? It doesn't come easy. It gets easier, but it doesn't come easy. Please, Dr. Joseph, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Daddy Freeze. Thank you, Coach Fred.
Don't
Fred
call me Coach Fred.
he's more than a coach already. He's now a brother. He's now family. So my name, obviously, my last name is Jayola, and doesn't relate to anything Asuko. The only thing that probably I'm related to Fred was the fact that I went to serve in Ecot. That was where I was supposed to enter for my NYC. That was during the COVID period.
I also served in Ecot Ekpene. Yes, now 2001.
Yeah.
2001 into 2002.
Yeah.
Wilfred, did you serve in Ecot Ekpene too?
No, I'm from Akwa Ibom. Remember?
Yeah, Ecot Ekpene is. I remember then. Very beautiful place, plenty food.
Bushmeat. Yeah. Daddy Freeze, tell us, you chop bushmeat, right?
I chop bushmeat, I chop vulture. They get plenty vulture there. You don't chop vulture before?
No, I haven't eaten vulture.
They get plenty vulture there.
Dog, I chop dog and cat.
Baba, Akwa Ibom people be like Chinese. They eat everything that moves except tables, and everything that fly except aeroplane. Everything else they chop up. It be like Chinese, not the way Chinese people know they chop.
I know.
So how was your sojourn? Now tell us your story, Dr. Joseph.
Yeah, so it was the peak of the pandemic, and probably everybody was clueless on what to do. But I was just trolling the streets of LinkedIn. One of the things I noticed was that Fred was always consistent posting, and I just decided to try my luck that day to reach out to him, hoping that he was going to not respond or not say no. From one or two conversations, he called me directly, and I'm like, who calls somebody directly all the way from America? I was still like, oh, let's talk on WhatsApp. I was like, forget WhatsApp, we'll talk directly. We spoke, and it was just quite, I was very excited, and he asked me a few questions what I wanted, based on what he said about the whole scholarship thing. And one thing about Fred from the first conversation is he wants you to be upfront, and I just say, okay, this is the real thing. This country, no direction of where it's going to. And next thing here and there, Fred kind of, started guiding me on what to do. On my end also, I did not ghost him. So he didn't ask me to do something, and I came back after 3 or 2 months. So we started preparing the essays. I applied for Education USA. Those people, it was also Fred that told me about the opportunity. I applied for it. I was doing the interview. I still came back to meet Fred and say, oh, they've selected me, or I need to do interview for those folks. And they also prepped me and all of those kind of things. And from, writing the exams, those people were like, well, they could not pay for some things. I still reached out to Fred. He paid for my TOEFL exams. And I'm sure he probably, I was probably wanted to raise money for flight tickets because my parents could not have done all of those things from me. My dad is probably stopped working while I was in primary school. My mom, has been trying to get out everything, and I don't have siblings, so I just had to focus on myself, because I know that it is my decision that's probably going to move my family from the socioeconomic status that we are to the socioeconomic status that I want to be. And Fred was just for me like that kind of God sent, and he was very passionate, and that's something I've found that. So during the peak of that pandemic, if you would remember, there was a lot of people who were like, in quotes, coach or mentor. So they would post out information, but a lot of them were focused about money. And there are people right now that they would even market to you, come and let me be your mentor, but eventually you would see that they just want to use your head. And Fred wasn't that kind of person. And time is just a true test of things. From all of the processes of the admission to my visa interview, immediately I got my visa, Fred started to tell me things I needed to do. One thing I'm afraid is you will not even rest for one celebration. Fred is already telling you, oh yeah, this is the next step you need to do. So there's no sleeping, there's no point, you cannot slack. So after like he was saying 6 figure, I'm like, what is 6 figure? Let me first of all enter this America, right? And we're saying, no, you need to get a green card, start working on the whole process. And from the day one, Fred gave me the guide of all the things I needed to do, the document I needed to read. One thing also about Fred is, if Fred needs to connect you with somebody, Fred is like the Google of information or resources. He's going to connect you with the right persons. Some people, if they don't have 100% information about something, they know 70%. And
Thank you.
Fred knows somebody that can add the 30%. Fred will connect you with that person. So that's something, and he's not like afraid of, if you connect with somebody, you will not talk to him again. That is your own problem. So there are a lot of people that Fred has connected with people and they've not gotten back to him. But I did not do that. And getting here, one of the things Fred did, I don't know, for some people that don't understand, there's something we call phone plan in America, or phone bill. So that phone bill is not like Nigeria, that if you do not buy your card or Glo or MTN, you can keep using it. In America, either you call anybody or not, you have to keep paying subscription to be active. So one of the things Fred added me to his family phone plan. So since I've been in this America for like 4 years, it's just for the first month I got it that I paid for the phone bill. So I do, when people say phone bill, I'm like, what is phone bill? I've forgotten that automatically, and the plan I am on is, the plan is on unlimited. So I want to say that it wasn't that, Fred was saying, yeah, now let me go and read my harvest, be paying me 1,000, 5,000. So, and regularly, it wasn't just even the scholarship, other life decisions, I would ask him that, other things that could have even affected, the education, other things that will not allow you to, be focused on the school, relationship, different things. So he's one person that is all rounded. Some people can be very good with maybe just getting a tech job. They will know about life approach, right? But Fred knows almost everything about all you need to succeed.
Somebody just sent me a message. Daddy Freeze, please tell Fred that I've not eaten this night. He should please send me some money. I'm like, look at the food. Somebody is telling you a story of how he went from Ikorodu to America. You now food, they hungry you.
That's what he wants.
Pepper soup, they here, con chop. Please continue, Jare, my brother. As in, even me, are they motivated?
Yeah. And every year, the first year I got here, I went to Fred's house. That was the first time I was going to see Fred since 2019 that we met. I saw him first time live and direct, flesh and blood, in December 2021. And his wife is also very amazing. They hosted me. I had the best of my life. I had the best time when I was with them. Had amazing time with the girls. And ever since, he has been, like I said, so Fred is not just this, okay, now maybe you come to him for A. Fred is going to tell you that, you have a potential to get to Z. So he would think beyond the current situation or the current circumstance. And what people used to say is, follow who no road. So a lot of people would just, do anything and just guess. So life is too short for you to be doing trial and error. So why not just, reach out to somebody, follow somebody that's gone through this process. And one thing about Fred also is that Fred has paid his dues. He has paid for a lot of courses. Even the things that he has paid for $1,000, $5,000, he's going to give you those resources for you to use. And he has also made his own mistake, and make sure you do not make that mistake. So that's something. Some people, especially most of like our Africans, we will say, because I suffered, somebody else must suffer. Fred probably spoke about some of the things he did when he first came here, and I did not have to go through that part because I had somebody that guided me. So what I would have achieved in 5, 10, 20 years, I achieved in less than 4 years. Not because it's just because I was book smart, but it was because I had information.
You had mentorship.
Exactly. That was guiding me every now and then. And I kept up that relationship. And I want to put it out there for anybody that wants to, benefit, whatever the age group you are. Fred has helped the young, old, the middle age, is that make sure you do what Fred asks you to do. So one thing is, there are a lot of things that initially when Fred say I should go do them, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. But I'm not going to start arguing with him that, oh, this does not make sense. I'm going to first of all go back and think. I'll come back and meet him again and ask him more questions. Curiosity, right? I'll also do some research. Even though sometimes it does not make sense, but I will think about the fact that this person at least, he has guided me from Ikorodu to San Antonio, Texas, to different things. So, and I know he has a genuine interest in me. So he was not going to lead me astray, right? So, and before I know it, I'll follow that stuff, and it's going to bring a very, very great results. So if you don't know something and somebody is guiding you and you are still arguing, is that not foolishness? So one thing for anybody to be able to get the result they want is to first of all get the right persons and also follow that person. So because you don't know it, right? So if you don't know it, then that's why you need help. And also being here, one of the things I also did was I also connected Fred with like my other friends. So, we share with different persons. There are also different persons that also connected with Fred, but some of them were not able to keep up the relationship. So right now, it kind of makes sense that, there is some sort of value that, Fred is already putting into his service, because first of all, he cannot help everybody in the world. There's no matter, it's only God that can help everybody in the world.
100%.
Right? So, exactly. So for him to do what he wants to do based on his time, people have to also be able to make some form of commitment. In fact, I would say anything you are going to pay is like an investment fee. And this one is a sure bet investment. It's like if you put 1%, you are going to gain 1,000%. And it's not by magic, it's by process. So Fred, first of all, have a conversation with you, clarity call. What do you want to do? This is the plan to get from point A to point B. Go do these things, bring it back, I will review it, and all like that. So I knew also when Yewande started, I knew when Fred would talk about Yewande, and I was amazed about the things she had done. And one of the things also is we also have a community that everybody's helping each other. So Fred is not just the one helping, everybody, right? So last past Yewande still helped me do something. So you would literally have a community of people who are smart, who are focused, goal-oriented, and you also be able to network. Either you are in Nigeria, you are in Somalia, you are in any part of the world. So that's something that Fred also offers, and is more about that. So the world is changing, the world is getting better, the world is growing. You don't want to be left behind. A lot of times, as Africans, we have this level of skepticism, especially when we meet people online. We are like, oh, how am I sure this risk I want to take? Am I going to get the reward? So the greater the risk, the greater the reward. So people who cannot, take calculated risks. I'm not saying you should go online and, go put your money somewhere else, right? Somebody who has proven track record.
Avoid all those 40% investment. Fred, don't talk, I'm tired.
Yeah, so proving track record, that's something that somebody that you want to guide and you want to follow. So when you try to reach out to Fred, be straight, be upfront. Don't talk to somebody as though you say hi. What does hi mean? Well, what do you want? So those are the kind of things. That's one of the things I learned about America. And one thing that a lot of people in Africa, we might think the problem in Africa is so much. You won't know how much of a problem you have until you actually leave that country. So there's a lot of dysfunctionality the country has given you that you think not to have electricity. You think it's normal to be saying there's no food. You think it's normal to. So some things like you think is a privilege until you leave, and it will condition your thinking. So even condition your interpersonal relationship. A lot of Africans, we have so many entitlement mindset, but if you live abroad, you understand that anything anybody does for you is a privilege. So not just even yourself, the fact that you'd also even change your generation, right? You're probably your children will have a better lived experience. It's also something that you should think about and say, look, let me do this for myself and also do this for my family. So if anybody's doubting, anybody listening, anything. It's the right time to make that decision. And like they say, a trial will do really convince you. I don't want to say so much, but people can ask follow-up questions.
Before you go, guys, please, I'm going to remove everybody on the comment section. You guys are getting very rude and arguing with each other. Please,
Please leave the comments. We have gone past the comments.
Okay. If you are comfortable with it, before you say anything, Wilfred, I want to ask you a question. Why? What is the drive? What is the motive behind you? Because you literally changed this gentleman's life. What is it that? How did you take him from Ikorodu? What was that? Is that driving force? Because he's not your brother, he's not your uncle, he's not your.
I took Shehu from Ibadan.
Ah.
Out of Ibadan. Yes, Shehu. You bring him back here now. He's in Canada. You bring him live.
You took somebody from Ikorodu to America.
Yes.
Another person from Ibadan to Canada. Ah, Wilfred. Be like saying, only me, you never do anything for. I still there where you leave me.
Let me just give you an insight. Nothing makes me feel good to fly to San Antonio. This gentleman, Dr. Joe, I went to see his grandfather. At the time I was talking to him when he was 19, he was in his grandfather's house in Lagos. And he was skeptic if what he was doing on the computer was legit. He convinced him that I'm seeing this man, everything he's telling me is making sense. Progress was there. So everything gel made it to America. I spoke to the man because of how he spoke about this man. Me, God said, I fell in love with the grandpa. For this singular act that he decided to follow my guardians, he brought his grandfather, his mother, and his father to America. 3 of them at the same time.
Dr. Joseph.
Yes. Now, if you look at my page, you will see the videos now. You will see.
Wait. You see, they say every family that is doing well today.
And that's the first time they are going to enter a plane.
Hold on. They said everybody, every family that you are seeing, the Rothschild, they was not always doing well. Now, one person, now change the narrative. You have become that one person in your family that changed the narrative of your family. And it was done through this man called Wilfred. Wilfred, I'm proud to know you.
Yes, thank you. I have a lot of them like that. Trust me. Just one person.
This particular one touched me because his father, grandfather, and mother.
They've never entered plane before. This is their first time. And in fact, the grandfather, whenever I saw him like this, all the 5 days I was there, my belly is sweet. I said, I'm glad I was part of this process. So you just need one person to change the narrative. One person just have to pay that price to change the narrative of the entire other person. Whenever I look at this, I remember, and the interesting thing is, when I tell Joseph something, he's not going to argue with me. He will just say, okay, Fred, I will go and do his homework. He will come back again. I said, Fred, this thing you're telling me, what? He will answer that question. That's why I just love him. And then he will go ahead. And because I will explain it in the language he can understand. For example, the green card is from Nigeria. I started telling him about green card. The 6-figure, I started telling him. Now it's making sense to him. It makes a whole lot of sense to him. But when I was telling him, like he said, I never even finished the PhD. He's already telling me about this. Why should I hold the information? Is it my own? Is it my own? I came here to find it. I struggled to discover this thing. Why should I hold it back? Why? Now, you know Shehu now, Excel, the one in Canada.
Yes, now.
Now, it is Dr. Joe who found me, and now he brought him. I said, Shehu, I found this guy. I need you to plug in here. He brought other people. Those ones had some awkward attitude. I dropped them by the side. Shehu plugged in. Now, Shehu was in Nigeria. He was bent on public health in graduate school. Why he was bent on, I said, you will be fine. Let's focus on how you make money in Nigeria. I told you that Shehu will make $5,000 a month. He did not even want to go to America again. He got married. He born Pikin. I still kept explaining to him why coming to do his private school and then we will take it off from there was important. The company that was paying him in dollars in Nigeria, still working for that company from Canada till date. He did not even want to go and work for the company. I forced him to go and do that job. When he comes, he will tell his story too. I also met him. He was down in one village in Nigeria from zero level. I've lost tons of things that young man has also done for me. So when they call me Coach Fred, it is not by title.
I just enjoy the gist, the drink pepper soup, everything just they sweet my belly.
Yeah.
There's nothing
So
sweeter in this
that's why
life than changing the trajectory of people's lives.
of people's life that it makes me feel so good that it feels. That's my strength. Like it makes me feel
Now,
so
this is another thing that I want to say. Not only did you change Dr. Joseph's life, you changed his grandfather's life. Grandfather, wait for don't log out, go. For in life, you no ever reach Yankee, don't come Yankee before.
his friend.
His
One of
friend.
his friend has been married 24 years. That is grandfather, right? So he found out that his grandfather was in America. The guy was shocked. He couldn't believe it. The guy had to fly in. Just hearing the news. Ah, Baba, you are in America. The guy showed up. He was surprised. He asked him, why did you get here? He said, my grandson brought me home. I don't understand.
Ah,
Just see the smile on his face. I said, Daddy, you have 30 more years to live. He's already 78, I'll be 79. So I said, Daddy, he was in the graduation, he was in the conferment of the PhD title, and I could just, grandpa, they look past any other person. I said, yes, this is what gives me fulfillment. One singular person brought all this joy to everybody. The same thing with Yewande. If you see her children are always like, Coach Fred, have you called Coach Fred? Have you called Coach Fred? Those kids now, they have forgotten that they ever suffered before.
hey.
Forgotten that they ever suffered before. So, Daddy Freeze, I feel so honored to have them here, and
Even I feel honored.
yeah,
You can see the way everybody is mesmerized. That one person can uplift people like this.
Now, if we had to fall for the scam name that they called us, we would not be here now. So we were holding on down that the time will come when things will change. And this is why I always say, before you come to me, know what you want. Before you come to me, if you know you are born again, my services is not for you. Because the kind of things I will ask you to do will go against some of your religious beliefs that are obsolete. It's not working. I'm asking you to steal. I'm not. It is just the industry norms, industry standard. It is the wisdom that is ideal. Even as Joseph did years so now, pastor for your fellowship for school. When he come and said, Joe, I beg, keep this one first. Let's just pray first. Let's get to work. And he respected that. When I need to tell him to do something, he ain't got no choice. If we do this is the result. Mine is to explain to you and present it in the language you can understand. He's my kid brother.
Hold on, Fred. Sorry to cut you. Neoma Canada said she wants this for her brother. Neoma, you can go to www.zeedworldwide.com. Zeed is spelled Z-E-E-D. That is www.zeedworldwide.com. Or send a WhatsApp message to +1 860 634 8336. I'll give you that number one more time. Please go get a pen and a paper. Take this number down or just screenshot if you're watching on Instagram. +1 860 634 8336. Take that number again. +1 860 634 8336. Over to you, Wilfred.
Okay. Thank you so much. So for those of you that you reach out to me ever since I shared my page, my post on this page, a lot of you reached out to me. And listen, I'm not sentimental. I build people. I do not build. I don't do things for money. Instead, you get the way you do self. Now me go put my money on top of you because you don't get how much I want to come up for this life, and I can't focus more than building people. Because if people gave me opportunity that I wanted, I probably would have been doing far better than now. But people still give me opportunity regardless. People give me opportunity. So with all the things I've learned in America, why shouldn't I transfer that knowledge? When people come to my community, they don't leave. Daddy Freeze, currently my business analysis class, I have a former senator, House of Assembly member in my class. When I see doctors...
You told me the other day, I almost could not believe it.
Yes, he's in my class currently. If I call his name, he's probably a name that you are familiar with. You know, I was humbled when I found out. He said, no, Wilfred, as of yesterday, he told me, Fred, I am sending my nephew to you. I said, you're honorable. You have not even finished the program. He said, Fred, what I'm finding here is too irresistible not to send a young person to you to undergo. I said, but you know, say, my mouth no good. And I know they play hard-banky or shortcut. I will tell you straight up to the face. You want it? Nah lie. Hear my mouth. Why are you laughing? Tell this audience. Yes.
Actually, Fred is a disciplinarian. He is very strict, and when he tells you something...
Yeah, I'll not say strict, I'll just say straight. Fred is straight to the point. There's
no beating around the bush.
We like to talk under the mouth. Talk straight, talk truth. They go talk out.
Exactly the way.
Exactly. Yes. I will tell this audience one of the things I told Joe. So when Joe first came here, one of the first things I told him, he couldn't believe it. I said, Joe, you know, now that you have finished bachelor's, you are coming to do masters now. You're coming to do masters. And anything that you ignore, it will wait for you in front. So you had gotten your first degree. Now you're coming for your masters and PhD. And you cannot spend 100% to read only book. There are other things I need you to explore. One of it is that you need to have a girlfriend. Oh yes. Joe,
you tell pastors to make you get girlfriend?
I tell you.
You are not a nice guy.
He first looked me and said, Fred. I said, yes. I said, is that too much? He said, no. He asked me why. I explained to him. Now, everybody I meet, their cases have been clear. So, based on what you tell me, I'll be able to figure out what I'm going to tell you. I explained to him in a language that he needed to understand. Is here. After you decided to follow me, did it pay off?
People like us, they don't need to explain that one to us. Just say, get a girlfriend.
No, that is everyone has some dynamics, so it actually paid off. All right, Daddy Freeze. Okay.
I'm right here. Go ahead.
Please, Yewande, thank you for coming. Let's bring Excel, Shehu. I want Shehu and Dr. Joe to be here together because Dr. Joe introduced Shehu to me. Please.
Yewande, darling, so happy to see you again, and I'm so proud of you. And I'm glad that despite what happened to your life, your children are still doing well under your mentorship and care, as you yourself are mentored by.
You want to do the analysis? Yewande is here. She's the one to give you that plugin. He will hold you by hand. He will coach you one-on-one. You want to be in our next class? It's readily available. So reach out to us. I will send you to Yewande's class. She got you covered. Thank you.
All right, Yewande, please press X and do have a very blessed day. You see an X on top of your screen. Please press it. While Yetunde is pressing an X, somebody on YouTube bought my super chat and said, we need to have like 5 seconds in between or else it will hang. So let me just read the story of this guy. He said, the truth is that USA is way better than Canada, where I reside. Just came back from OTC, and I must say that in the US, you feel motivated to go for more compared to Canada. And that is from Entertainment Hub. Thank you so much for that. And time to bring Sheung Excel ASA.
Yes, I just saw Olori. Olori, 11. Good evening, man.
All right, we've got Sheung in the building. How are you doing, Sheung?
I'm fine. Good evening.
Good evening, brother. So please, Sheung, go ahead, tell your story.
Okay. Yeah. So I met Fred in 2020 as well. During the time that Joseph met him. I mean, we just finished school at that time, preparing for NYC, and since that time, Fred has been there really. So, I mean, we started when we during that time when we were going for NYC, and it was at that point that Fred started opening my eyes to different things, telling me about things that I did not even think, things that I had not thought about at that time. So, from that moment, getting internship, getting my first job, getting side hustle, making money online, it has really been, life transforming, I must say. And at a point when I wanted to resign from my job, because the side hustle that I was doing was giving me more than like my full-time job, I told Fred I wanted to resign. It was like, don't do that. You still need that corporate experience. Imagine there was no Fred there. Personally, I would have made that decision. I'm sure that decision would have cost me a lot, right? So, and that is the benefit of having someone who is like Fred, a mentor, who is able to see ahead and tell you that, oh, that thing, if you do it, these are the implications, these are the side effects of what you are trying to achieve. So, I mean, there's an adage that says that what an elderly person sees from afar, a young person, like climbing a tree or something, will not be able to see it. So, Fred is like that kind of person. He has this foresight, he's able to see things from afar and able to guide you, tell you appropriately. And I must say that, listening to that advice, hanging out in that job, was able to prepare me for another job that I got, which was a remote job with a company outside of Nigeria that was paying me USD, even while in Nigeria, that I did not even want to, move out of Nigeria again. So I don't want to take a lot of our time, because I think I've shared this story before here. But just to add to what Joseph and Yewande have already spoken about. So Fred is one person that you want to have in your life, and I'm sure you'll be glad to have Fred in your corner. For people that are hesitating, or people that are saying different kind of things in the comment section, or people that are listening, now is the time for you to make the decision, right? If you are contemplating or you are hesitating, you don't want to do that for long. So that's really it. And all thanks to Fred for
What
doing
is
this.
America now? Oh yeah, that's already it.
You need to see that sister now. You know, go get American accent.
Dr. Shehu, your title is coming very soon. All road leads to Canada in a few. Well,
No problem.
I need to ask you this question. You know, say I get bad mouth, and you know, say I'm not nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you also confirm that, right? Because
I mean, so when someone is blunt, people say that, so this person has bad mouth. So I don't see that as bad mouth. I would just say you are blunt.
I know, because that's what people tell me. Say, Fred, you are not nice. You are just too blunt, or this.
Fred mouth no too good like that too. Fred mouth no good though. Make we no deceive him too much. He mouth no good.
Yeah, thank you. They don't want to tell people that word, because when you're directing people to me, I also always encourage you to tell people that if you know you don't like truth, don't go to Fred.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, Daddy Freeze, how can a young man who is 22 or 23 at the time, he will come and told me the job, his first job that were paying him about 230,000, right? And he was getting some experiences, and he said, Fred, this online gig that started, I think taking a lot of time and making more money. And he now said, with the scholarships runs that I'm doing and combining it with this and that, it's taking so much of my time, and I want to resign from that work. So when I listened to him finish, I said, is that all? He said, yes. I said, wait. How many hours are you spending in church? He said, no, only on Sunday. I just go. I said, okay. Do you have a girlfriend? He says, no, he doesn't have a girlfriend. I'm trying to step in to know what is taking his time. Because I haven't seen a reason why he should stop that job. Because he just finished school. He needs the corporate experience. And that 230,000 is a sure money that comes every single month. So I now ask him, how many hours do you sleep? He said 8 hours. I said, bam! That's where the problem lies. You are sleeping too much. That's what I just told him. I said, cut down that sleep to 4 hours. Drink coffee when you go to school. Use that 4 hours to focus on your scholarship runs. Don't leave that job, or else you're going to regret it. Chio was not in that job until within 1 year. He got promotion twice. He moved from 230 to 780,000.
Hey, inside this Nigeria where there is no work.
I'm not kidding you. Who am I lying?
No, you're not.
You even sent me a message saying, Fred, thank you for putting my head. I didn't use that. I still have that text message on my phone.
Yeah.
You guys that watch me on my live, you can tell that if I get 6 hours of sleep in a day, is the grace of God.
Yeah.
And that 6 hours, I no go get her straight. I feel sleep. Now, anyway, Fred was supposed to come yesterday, not today.
Yeah.
Now sleep where I sleep, forget. I don't get energy. Fred, the para. So if you want to be useful in this life, you go reduce sleep small.
You have to reduce sleep small. So he listened to me. Now, like he said, that job gave him the leap to securing a remote job that was paying him almost $3,000+. Yes. And then if I tell you now that particular training he decided to take from that singular, he came to ask me something now, and me, I told him the honest truth, and he took it. Ask him today now, does he even sleep that 8 hours he used to sleep? No, he's not sleeping it.
No.
While he was in Nigeria, he was teaching a class, he was doing online gig, he was managing that job, he became a father, he became a husband, he was coordinating all these things. He still concluded his scholarship all runs because he's young. He's young, he has the energy. So now, if you now ask me, when young people come to me and I'll give them such counsel, they'll be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, Fred, you are mean. Why don't you want me to sleep? So if you notice from the three of them, that's my lifetime. I will tell you the honest truth for you to listen. This is why I cherish both of them. I don't know why they were both friends. They just met me. They have something in common. They listen. They have listening.
So that means, Sheung, you knew Dr. Joseph's grandpa.
No, really, though.
His grandpa, no.
Okay.
We attended the same
Maybe what people don't know, Joseph and I, we went to IFE together, studied the same course, and both of us graduated at
What year did you finish?
2019.
2019. Yes.
You finished from University of Ife. You both had first class.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, Wilfred, to see the kind of way together. This one's not the mumu now. Yeah, but you see, themselves, you see, because I'm wondering why some people will come and say that their own did not work. That school where you go, you get first class.
No. The Daddy Freeze, ask them. There were other first class there in our community. They won't listen.
They also group that they don't have first class and they're also here too. So
Yes, now I have people that have 2-2 that are here. They know.
So
People that have 2-1, plenty, they're here.
so it's not about the first class. There are a lot of I wanted to say there are a lot of first class people that Fred has spoken to that they did not stay. So it's more about ability to be able to execute whatever Fred is asking you to do. So a lot of people they can say, so it's easier to say things and have like a lot of wishes. But if you're unable to transform it and execute, there's no way you can get results.
Yewande didn't have first class.
Yeah.
it's not about the result you have, it's about what's behind that's motivating you to get that result. Serious to your life.
What do you call her? IBK. Blessing Okoye. You know my IBK now. And I used to come live now. She didn't have first class too. She had 2-2 biochemistry. Yes, she's my mentee too. I have several of them that they freeze. I don't want to call their names. They did not. There is this other girl who is a scrum master. She didn't have a first class from Bangkok. I took her from 0 level to where she is. I said the ability to have an open mind before you come to me. That's all I need. Open mind. The kind of stuff I will ask you to do is not the usual contemporary things you hear. Or it's not the usual traditional things you hear. Imagine me telling a young man, you cannot speak for 8 hours. And he was way back in Nigeria, somewhere in Abuja or Port Harcourt. Imagine. How does it sound? Me tell you to make you know 8 hours. In today's world, you tell a Gen Z not to sleep 8 hours. He will be looking at you like, what are you talking about? Or a young man who came to America to do PhD, and I called him, I said, guy, I need you to keep a girlfriend. This is why. They are tough decisions. If you ask them, those advice paid off. And I guided them on how to navigate them. It takes discipline to keep up with Coach Wilfred. Yes. So I'm always very proud of them. They are part of me. My next project, they are the ones that are supporting it. There are many of them after they landed in the US. They will just send me somewhere. They will not remember me. They now remember me. They will start coming to blow my phone off. At that point, I also reserve the right to have that conversation with you, or I don't want to have that conversation with you. And the most beautiful thing is that in the course of me coaching you, there is always something for you to do that will end up giving you money, except you don't want to explore it, which is tech. They didn't study computer science knowledge. They did not study information technology. They studied demography, statistics in the university. Yes. So a lot of people have first class that they freeze. I have a lot of them. They're freaking lazy.
What did you finish with, Wilfred?
Myself, I went to a polytechnic.
That means you have upper credits.
No, in my end, I had lower credit. In my HND, I had upper credit.
You go poly. You can't teach university graduates. This life, how do they take talk?
No balance.
This life, no balance. I swear.
No balance, yeah.
My university lecturer was in my class in this America that he freeze in 2022. After years, he taught me in the university. He came to pay me $2,300. He took my classes, I coached him, he got a job. Yes. That's
a flex.
Yes.
You teach your own lecturer.
Yes. The same thing I'm teaching right now.
Wow.
So it's not what you did. It's about what do you want, and are you ready to keep your open mind?
Yeah, and the classes are also hands-on. There's a lot of like practice.
Guys, stop entering my DM. My phone is ringing off the hook. I'm not the one doing the class. Plus, I lock TikTok. Make TikTok people know. I lock the +1 860 634 8336. Please take that number down. +1 860 634 8336. One more time. +1 860 634 8336.
So, To thrive in today's world, young people must adapt to the digital era and pursue financial independence. So these two gentlemen, they started to take the bull by the horn very early, like to pursue financial independence. They start earning in digital space even before they left Nigeria. They invest in their future. Like Dr. Joe now, he has changed the trajectory, everything about his family dynamics. So as Zit Worldwide, we equipped you to start learning and earning within the shortest possible time, depending on your capacity. The future is digital. The workforce will continue to be tech-driven. So no matter your current field, learning at least one tech skill is now very essential. So with the right mentorship, you can earn your six-figure and thrive. Shehu today now, because he decided to give me a listening ear. In fact, that job he's doing, no one applied before. And because my approach is very honest, if you leave these two people, honesty and then they sleep on the same bed. They are very sincere, they are very straightforward. They don't want anything that will make them want to burn on their religious inclination and principles. But I had to sit them down and explain things to them. I said, listen, there are certain industry and certain things you do, right? You don't have to believe. This is human system. This is tech system. You get the way they run. And this is outside world. This is how you run things. So imagine telling Shehu, I say, Shehu, take this interview. You say, Fred, I will not start the job. I say, take the interview. He said, but they will give me the job I will not do. I said, but the experience, I can't give it to you. Those people were supposed to give him the job. They shanked him one corner. I told him, when that company shanked you, did they pity you? No, they didn't pity you. So he was feeling guilty that he wasn't going to take the job. But why is he going through the interview? I said, for the purpose of
learning.
He battled with it in his mind, which I understood. And I told him, you see that experience you want to play around with? I don't have it to give you. But he went through it. They now offered him. He said, Fred, should I take it? I said, take it too. Even if it's 2 months you want to work there. 3,000 plus is not a small money. Go and work. And boy went to work. After I started working, the next thing he said, Fred, I'm not coming to America.
Baba see money.
Baba see money. He changed his mind. So, pursuing that financial independence very early and putting in the work, it's nothing but the best thing that ever happened. How about Joseph? Joseph came here. I said, Joseph, green card, you must get this green card before you finish this PhD. You see that green card matter? It's a project on its own. Joe, talk to this audience about EB1, EB2 for graduate students who comes here and they are playing around.
Okay, so let me first of all talk about the consequence of not having a green card. So is that yes, doing internship in America or staying here for a good number of years and having no choice but to go back home. Imagine staying in a place whereby there's lights, things are working, and you have to carry your bags back. And in fact, you don't want to even do that because the routes to getting your green card United States is quite limited. If you finish your degree, depends on the degree you do. If it's a STEM course, if it's a science related course, you probably have options to stay in the United States for 3 years. In fact, that 3 years, you need to be able to get a job within your field within 90 days of graduation, within 90 or 60 days. So if you don't get the job, you forfeit that your 3 years. And there's also other route of H1B, which is a lottery base. It's more like your name is being put in a pool and it's selected randomly. So there's just so many things that can go wrong even after you have that PhD or you even finish top of your class and you'll be able to get that opportunity. So getting that green card is a no-go area. But the issue that happens is when you get your admission, you are so relaxed that you are so excited and you are focusing on your research and you forget about the major goal, and that was what Fred spoke about. So what is the EB1A or the EB2? So there are different routes to getting green card in the United States. There's a family-based, there's employment-based, there's asylum, and all of those kind of things. So the EB1A and the EB2 NIW is under the employment-based category. Under the employment-based category, we have so many other categories. A lot of the employment-based category, they will need you to get a job offer. That means a company has to give you a job, then they will now sponsor you. But the EB1A and the EB29W is so good that you don't need a job offer, you don't need a lawyer, you don't need a consultant. All you need is just to apply by yourself by the application process and prove to the United States that you are worthy of being given this green card because of what you potentially contribute. So there's no surest or no perfect way to get your green card, meaning you are not at the mercy of an employer, you are not afraid of what's going to happen after you graduate. So that was the route I took, and that was what Fred explained to me before I came to the United States and say, look at this. So, and the way I used to say, info, long being info. And for those that don't understand, information that I used to fly. So Fred gave me that information, the resources I needed to use for it, and I started pursuing, and I started to get all the things I needed to do. And by early last year, I and Fred, we wrote the application together. I sent it to Fred. We reviewed back to back. So that's one thing I'm saying. So Coach Fred is not somebody that knows A. When it now gets to B, you say, I don't know. You only signed up for A. So he knows almost all those things. And he guided me through the process. And maybe we submitted the application. Within 2 weeks, I got my approval. And after I got my approval, within 4 or 5 months, I got my green card. And the next thing was, he said, okay, now, let's get a 6-figure job. Now, Fred is already saying the next 6-figure job. So, you see, so the whole process is just you having the right information, but getting that green card is the surest bet. In fact, it's better you pick the green card than to go and pick the PhD. So
Okay.
that's the high level summary.
Thank you, Dr. Dr. Joe. Now, he didn't tell you the part that it wasn't easy. It sounds as if it was one walk in the park. Okay, I agree. Don't come and bother me for EB1. He got you covered. You need to pay for his time. Just take so you know. I'm too busy. That thing takes time. I do it. I'm actually doing it for Sheung now. Myself, Joseph, we are doing it for Sheung. We carry him along. He's in Canada. He's coming to the US. It is through that same process too that we are bringing him here. So it is a family team. So if you need it, no problem. Meet us, and Dr. Joseph will take care of matter for you. EB1, EB2. So having said all this, Dr. Joseph also had to take the business analysis class. He also had Scrum Master, the product owner, and all those good stuff while he was still doing his PhD. Yeah, take some other data analytic courses outside to boost his skills before we now package every other thing. Don't go inside all the things we had to go through. So the business analysis comes with hands-on. It's discounted now. It's $650. When I leave this class now, the class is coming up at 10 o'clock. The next class is starting June 2nd. It's usually 20 days, but it runs for 24 days. It's intense, quite interesting. We have the qualitative and quantitative data analysis. Sheung is here. He got you covered. The product owner, the product management, and the Safe Scrum Master class, they are both free. The link is in my profile. If you need the link, you can reach out to me. I will send it to you, and then you register. But when it comes to my coaching for one-on-one, it's a premium service. I know a lot of you will want me to take you on as I took this gentleman, Yewande, and the likes. It's not as easy as it used to be anymore. So that's one, is a premium service. You might need permission from Daddy Freeze if he's going to bring me on his channel for free again 10 times. Now that money I take go give Daddy Freeze. So you got to pay for it. And if you choose to take it as a combo, we did here. Those of you that are looking for a job on Upwork or Fiverr, we have a masterclass coming up this weekend. Come, let's cut the secret for you so you know how to land a job.
Cut the soap. Tell them as they be. We want to cut the soap for you.
We want to cut the soap. And then pointed them to Upwork some couple of years ago. Now them can show me the secret when I take it that Canada gig. When they do now, them show me the secret. They won't show you. Come, I will show you that secret. Dr. Joe and Shehu, now you cut the secret for me. I know if you talk about.
Now them cut the soap for you.
Come, I will cut the soap for you.
Make them feel understand, because not everybody sharp.
Come, I'll cut the soap for you. So, and then some of you you are struggling with hands-on as a business analyst, as a product owner, product manager, with $120, you can join our hands-on bootcamp. My team, they are awesome. I have awesome preceptor. I have engineer Rookie, Coach Dami. They have you covered in that class. You don't need to join the theory. You've already done the training. You want the hands-on. Yes, come. We got you covered. But it's about $120. It runs for the 20 days as well. And then graduate scholarship. I don't always want to talk about this graduate scholarship because you have a lot of resources online. But sometimes you want somebody to hold you by hands and show you stuff that you can do. I charge. I don't listen. It's a lot of work, and I don't want you to mess around with my time. Nope. So if you still need that graduate scholarship in America, Canada don't have opportunities right now. It's still America owned, and it's really sure that you can get some in America. If you are interested, reach out to us. If I can't, I'll push you to them. You pay for their time more. I'm telling you now that I need it for free. It's not everybody that have that same calling to do it. But as long as you have somebody to guide you, that's what should be your most concern. So again, Zit Worldwide, I'm committed to offering hope to those striving for better opportunities. I brought together expert coaches to act as a catalyst for success, helping individuals to realize their potentials. Our mission is to train, coach, and mentor people, empowering them to secure their dream jobs globally. Today, many of my mentees, whether in Nigeria or any part of the world, are landing remote roles and living their dream lives, just like as I've presented to you this evening. Once again, the remote jobs are everywhere. Remained available. Now you, when if you put in the work without anything today. Even in Nigeria, there are remote opportunities. They are on field. And it is because the opportunities that are there cannot be filled because of lack of qualified human capacity. So it is time you step up and fill those gaps. It doesn't matter which college you attended or which degree that you got. I don't care your family background. I've shown you people with background here. They are doing things. You don't get an excuse not to do things. That's why I brought them here. I attended Polytechnic. See me now, I'm coaching universities, graduates.
You are even coaching lecturers.
Even my own lecturer. And while my degree isn't directly related to what I studied in school, it has played a role in shaping my career. So stop hiding behind those excuses. It's time for you to stop blaming your setbacks on your college you attended or the degree you did not earn or your parents' financial struggles or the absence of godfatherism. They didn't have godfather. Now them use their hand to find you. Yes, they did not depend on godfather to get to where they are. Those excuses would not move you forward. Your future is in your hands. The digital world offers limitless opportunities. And the first step is to adopt the growth mindset. I repeat, the first step is to adopt an open mind and a growth mindset.
Which one is growth
So
mindset?
with Zit World, have access to the trainings, the coaching, and the mentoring you need to break through barriers and achieve success. And I want to say it that these young professionals now, they have resources on the platform. They take most of the sessions, they come in to share significant. Imagine having Dr. Joe coming to talk to us in the community. It means a lot to them because they saw him grow over time. So whether you are just starting out or transitioning into the tech, or you're just out of college, you need a hand holding, the opportunities are there. You just need to determine to seize them. Remember, your background does not define your future. The only limit is the mindset you choose to adopt. It was great being here, Daddy Freeze. And thank you, Dr. Joe. Sorry I took your time. Professor Excel.
Your Excellency.
Well, I am at your service.
Send phones from Canada, Sheon.
No one.
Sheon, thank you so much for coming through.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
So
you.
I have somebody living in Canada, someone that talks to me every day. In this will give me low down when I hear about Canada. Even if I don't have any other client there, I have to move again. Can I get a refund if it doesn't work out? What kind of refund? You are the one to run away from what I offer you. If you're already asking for refund, you're already telling me that you're lazy, and hence
Straight up.
you're already telling me you are lazy. Yes, you cannot pay for a class, and because you are lazy to attend the class and you're asking for refund, we will meet in court. Yes, and be honest, we will meet in court. Do get refund if you fail in school. You get refund if you fail in school. So, I love that response. That was a very good response. I didn't even think about that one. Yeah. So those are questions and people you have around me. So this is what I do. I encourage everyone to go through my business analysis class. It's $650. It's a boot camp. If you survive it, you will know if you are fit to be on my one-on-one or not. Yeah. Yes, I have a litmus test in that class to determine if I want to take you on a one-on-one. The current class that is running, there is a young, beautiful woman there. She's a mother, she's a wife. She signed up for one-on-one, and I told her, unfortunately, I can't take you on one-on-one. It's not everyone out there that is coachable. My mental health is more important. Someone is asking for scholarship. There is no scholarship in 2025. So you need to go and work your money and bring it. That is where you will be able to. There is no free
Always looking for free things.
Yeah, you can't. There is no free stuff that would. Just like this young professional shared with you. Maybe we are in the community. We were almost 300 in that community now. I shared up people. I dropped a lot of people because a lot of them were newsers. Joseph tried to introduce a lot of his friends to me as well. A lot of them were very lazy. Very lazy. So who has time to invest in that? When I was doing this with them, I had only one child. Yes, I had only one child. I had very limited. I was still exploring my coaching skills and all that. Now my coaching skills don't strong well now. It's precise. When I make that call, I'm not returning it. So if you are coming to me, definitely $650. You will be under my tutelage for at least 24 days. After then, you will be able to have a clarity. You will have a lot of life clarity in that class for 24 days. It's a boot camp back to back, 24 days. And then you'll be able to make decision. Do I proceed to be with this guy or not? Because it will be a paradigm shift in your head if you stay in my business analysis class. This is the manual. This is the manual. That book is right here. It's for 24 days. So if you want, the number is right on the screen, 860 +1 860 634 8336. Just send me a WhatsApp message. If we need to talk, I will talk with you, and then you proceed from there. Or you can use the link in the profile. Sign up for the business analysis class, at least for a start. If you now want to proceed, you will be able to make a decision. One, you would have learned a lot of life lessons. Two, you would have learned a skill. Learn how to optimize your LinkedIn, optimize your resume, learn how to apply for jobs. All these will be available for you. Copy it, reach out. You can go to the website under events. You will see all the classes that we have. You can choose to register directly, and I'll definitely reach out to you. Or you send me a message on my website. It's very active. I respond to all of them. Again, +1 860 634 8336. It is extremely very important that you know what you want before you come to us. It is not a walk in the park. They are here, they've told you. I have never seen you before, Daddy Freeze.
Physically?
Yes, I have never seen him physically before. And we have been like this since 2019 that they introduced him to me. Yes.
Wow.
His wife, I haven't seen both of them. We are all in this whole journey together. And we've done several things together.
Wow.
Yes, together. So it's not about you seeing somebody face to face. It's not about, and then I also have about 6 of my clients. They never had degree before. They don't have a degree, and they are earning 6 figures. So I took them from 0 degree to 6 figure. So how did I? Yes, I'm a Babenda man by marriage, but a Nigerian by birth. Yes, I'm a Bamenda man by marriage, but a Nigerian by birth. So, if you know this is something that you want to explore, we are readily available. Like I said, I have a lot of foot soldiers, professionals around me, including them looking at me. If I don't fit to, Dr. Joe, I better come and help me. If you are coming to me for EB1, EB2, I can sure tell you are going to meet Dr. Joe. Whatever he tells you, take it that I'm the one telling you. If you are coming to me for data analysis, qualitative data, I will send you to Sheung. Whatever he tells you, you can be sure that I am the one telling you. You know how many people Sheung has trained under my platform? At least well over 1,000. Yes, since 2021 or 2020, he has trained a lot of people on my platform. So you have a sure assurance that you'll be fine. Daddy Freeze, thank you so very much.
Thank you so very much, Wilfred. Even I was motivated. Everybody who came here today would be leaving with something. And you might have, I know Wilfred's story, how he became a flight attendant, got a scholarship to study to be a pilot, went into healthcare, ended up back. He's a man who defines the word resilience. No matter what, as you see him, he's a coach, he's a pilot, he's even a hunter. He hunts all those animals in his backyard. Nothing where Wilfred know they do. He's even a skit maker self.
No, but you teach me skit now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it would be a good idea for you to hear him out. Don't DM me, I beg you. That's what all those things I was responding on the phone. I was sending them your number. I'm tired. Just listen so you don't have to do the wrong thing. +1 860 634 8336. I'll take that number again. +1 860 634 8336. Wilfred, thank you so much for coming. Sheung and Dr. Joseph, thank you so much for lending your voices. And everyone you've helped, please go out and help at least one person.
Sorry, Daddy Freeze. Candice, when you ask me this kind of question, what if I don't get a job after? I don't want to coach you. I don't want to work with you. That's a red flag. Anybody that comes and start asking me that question. When you go to Bekus or you go to NAC, do you ask the man when they knock you or the woman when you knock? What if you don't carry belly? You don't understand? You go to school, go write the exam. You will go tell your professor, say, what if I don't pass? You go repeat the class now.
Fight no did there.
Fight no did there. You go ask your man, say, if you know, because now what you want me to tell you about refund, I already tell you, say, I don't want to coach you, so that make you fight no day. This thing is a process. I have always been here. I have a community, I have an academy. Sheung is still teaching data analysis and all that. I coach every single week. Now you go run. By the time I tell you the truth, in fact, when you go through that process, you will know if you are doing the right thing or not. You don't even pay me enough for the things I'm going to put you through. You don't pay me enough. If you want to go by American standard, it's an hourly rate. Of course, there are certification exams to take. You can be sure you will not fail. If I'm the one, if you sign up under me, I got you covered. She asked a valid question. I am not upset. I'm also answering you. You are looking for a refund if you don't pass or if you don't get a job. I'm telling you that I don't want to coach you. It's as simple as that. Because when you keep asking that question, you are coming with a mindset of laziness that, oh, if I don't get a job, you are coming to ask me for a refund. Why would you ask me for a refund? How many jobs have you applied? If you ask these young men here, how many jobs did they apply before they got their job? Dr. Joe, how many jobs did you apply before you got a job?
I won't count. So, and that's the thing. On the first step, is either you win or you win. That's the mindset. If you are coming with I win or don't win, you will give up in the short run and you say the
You're talking
stuff is not working.
Head of said, Kenny, I don't want to coach you. If you're coming with that question, I don't want to. It's a mental health thing. People that come with that question, they're already stressed before we start. So why do I want to sign you up? It's not about the money because you don't pay me enough. You want refund. I am not even offering you the service.
So no need to refund.
Yeah, so I don't.
They say you can't get off a bus you did not get on.
About the job prospect is not that. It's different from what you're asking. I know where you're going to. I know what you're asking. And I can't promise you that. Because the thing is this. So let me explain something to a lot of you. When you come to my business analysis class, especially when you haven't gone through this part before, I structure it in such a way that you can return back to the class as many times as possible. So, and what makes you return back is if you are on my one-on-one status, you have signed up for my one-on-one. Whose class do you go? After the first one, you return back again for free. And I'm coaching you one-on-one, and then you still have an opportunity to come back to my class again so that you can keep learning. But if you are coming with this kind of mindset, can you all certification? Of course, it's the same certification that everybody uses across. It's a global certification that I am qualified to get you certified. So which person's class do you go? And after you finish the first class, it's like going to the university. After you graduate, you go back to that class. Say they will allow you. No, but I do because they have an opportunity to learn over and over again. That's why I allow them to come into my community. My community used to be free when you pay me that one-on-one fee that I take you on. Now, many of them, they will tell you today, that one-on-one is supposed to be for 2 weeks. They end up using me for 5 months until they get a job. I did not die. They would have used me for 3 months, for 6 months until they get a job. In America, it's an hourly rate. It's a capitalist country. So when you're coming to talk about if I don't get a job, when you go and knock, you ask the man, say, hey, did you know sweet me? What you go do? You coming down. You know, say my man no good. How much is the one-on-one? My one-on-one is $500 per hour. Your first start is $2,000 for 2 weeks. It's supposed to be 4 hours. You can use as much as you can. Now, when you maximize that, your $2,000 per hour, I will offer to mentor and coach you for the next 2 months. Again, these things I'm saying, that's why I said start with the business analysis class first. When you see how the thing go, it will suit you. Now you go ask for those ones by yourself. Usually when people come to my business analysis class, they end up becoming my one-on-one because they would have loved the vibes and then they ask for more. Okay? I think I'm able to answer these questions so very well. But if your mindset is refund, please.
Don't even bother. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Wilfred, thank you. Thank you. Don't let the people that don't have sense drag us back. We've moved forward beyond this. Thank you very much, everyone. I love you all. Sheol, Dr. Joe. Hope to see you guys soon with more testimonies. And these are not spiritual testimonies. These are physical testimonies of hard work, dedication, and resilience. God bless you, Wilfred.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Thank you very much.